Hello and welcome to Bricks. I'm Adam and this is Bricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets, building Lego sets, and just generally talking about them and other Lego related content in the future. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Lego Star Wars Republic Fighter tank. This is set number 75342. It has 262 pieces. And I paid $40 for this set. Now, I just also did a video about Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, which was 282 pieces, so 20 pieces more, and that was $30. And I felt that set was overpriced. So now this is $40 and 20 pieces less. It's possible that some of these pieces are bigger. It does appear that there are stickers. I don't know what the scale of the final model will be. And I believe this is one of the very few Star Wars Lego sets that is not from one of the films, one of the movies. I believe this is from a video game, which is really, really interesting to me. I'm not sure how many times they've done this Republic Fighter tank, or if they have or not. I have to double check that. But I believe this is from one of the Battlefront games. I somewhat recently also put together the large BD1, which I really enjoyed, and I'll do a video on that in the future. And I believe that was also from a video game and never appearing in the movie, and that was like a large proper set, $100 set, and I thought it was really great. But that's not this video. This video is for this Republic Tank Fighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, put this together. I will speed up the video while I build, and then I will slow it down and give my immediate thoughts on it. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this Lego Star Wars Republic Fighter tank. So this was okay. Um, why don't we take a look at the minifigures first? So the first one I want to take a look at here is Mace Windu. So we've got printing on the torso, printing on the legs, printing on the midsection, and printing on the arms, which I think is great. That's really, really good. The printing on the back is also pretty good, I would say. Glad there's printing on the arms. That's really nice. And we also have Mace Windu's lightsaber. I don't remember them having this exact color when I was a kid, because I have some Mace Windu figures from back in the day, and so that was a surprise. It really shines for me. That's really, really great. Then we have, let me double check here. This is the Clone Commander. Now, apparently, these are unique clones, which seems like an oxymoron. But what I mean by that is they have the purple or blue. I think it's purple. Now this one's the commander, so the helmet's a little different than the other two. I think the mold on this is quite good. The printing is pretty good. I believe, I don't know if it's the same. I have one of the Lego helmet displays of a clone commander Cody, I believe, and I don't know if that's similar to this helmet. It may be. There are some elements of it that look similar to me, but here we have a really nice print on the torso, really detailed, even down to the utility belt or whatever. Really nice print on the legs, and printing on the toe or the feet area there, which again is really, really great. So that's a really nice minifigure. And then we have two of the same clones. These are just clone troopers, I suppose. But these are also really good prints. Helmet's good. Helmet's even got these details underneath. The mold is pretty good. Back detail, back print, I like it a lot. The metallic kind of element there up in the top left here, or it would be the figure's right, is good. No printing on the midsection, but printing on the feet, which is good. And both of these are exactly the same. None of these figures have double printed heads. Mace Windu's bald, so it would be visible. These all just have the standard clone heads. So I really like all of those. We have two droids, pretty standard. These haven't changed too much since I was a kid, except for maybe the arm that can hold an accessory that's not turned on its side is somewhat new to me. Then we have two of these blasters that were with the droids, and this is the commander's blaster or whatever it might be called, and the other two for the clone troopers. And those are all fine. I don't mind that. So now that we have the figures out of the way, we can take a look at the main model. And there are a lot of things to like about this. Let me adjust my focus first. Apologies. There are a lot of things to like about this. There are things that I do like about this. First, the first bag, the bag numbered 1, that you build this pretty much entire bottom, I thought was really good. I liked the build. It kind of surprised me in different ways that I didn't anticipate. I didn't always know where it was going. A lot of stickers. That's not too bad. Most of them went on pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with my stickering ability there. When that all came together, I was really excited. I thought, this is a great set. I'm really glad I got this. In bag 2, noticeably fewer parts. And I was thinking, how are they going to get the whole top of this, the middle of this tank in this few pieces? And there's a couple ways. Big wedge piece that I don't know if I'm familiar with. So 2 of those. Covers a lot of ground, relatively light, work okay. That wasn't a problem for me. We start building towards the back. It's okay. And then things get a little iffy for me. A lot of stickers again, but not too much. It's odd to me that some of this sticker is covered up. It's hard to see some of the details in there. There's just a couple more details that I thought, why print them if we're going to cover it up. There is a printed tile in there, and that's good, I guess. That's fine. This, I was a little worried about when I put it together, and I was like, is that really going to be the kind of hatch, the trapdoor type hatch for this, where I would assume one of these may be piloting it or shooting out from the top. Can't close when one of them is in there. Maybe when seated? No. And not even with the helmet. So maybe it is supposed to be just constantly having somebody in there, and it's not really supposed to be closed. For me, the fact that it doesn't close with a minifigure limits its play value and maybe even its display value, because I'm not sure if it's supposed to be up or down. Besides that, there are some pretty noticeable gaps towards the back of this, and those are hard to cover up, while also you can see them there. You can see right through them. They're pretty big, enough to fit 3 of these in if you wanted to. I don't know how else to measure it because I don't have a dial caliper on me. But big gaps there. When this is closed, you don't notice them too much unless you're looking kind of close. But that I don't love. And then putting on this, where I would assume we would load other figures. Initially, if you go back to the build, I put this on with this on the inside because I don't like having the bottom of plates be on the outside. Well, then I looked at the manual and I was doing it wrong because it didn't fit the other way and it didn't work and it didn't close. But it doesn't really close this way either. So it's on these ratchet type things, but it seems like it's kind of in between one of the stops, or it's hitting just down here maybe, and it's not supposed to, but this does not go in all the way. And that's not big. That's not a big deal. That gap is not too much of a deal for me, but when it taken into account of this, and this right here is another pretty big gap, it's not great. It's not great. And if we look in here, there's nothing in there, and I don't know what's supposed to be in there. I suppose figures or storage or whatever, but it's just barren. And so if you sat some figures down in there, fine. Maybe they are walking out off of this, fine. But that was I don't much care for that. And then that brings me to this. 3 stickers on this piece. I like this piece. It's nice. I don't know if I've seen it in solid white, really, very much. I think I've seen it in translucent stuff. And I was like, ooh, this is going to be great, because maybe it uses these offset pieces and it's going to like close right up on there, really satisfying. But no, it doesn't. And in fact, we have more gaps and more gaps here, and they're noticeable, and I tried to avoid them. I thought maybe this goes in front of those 2 pieces, and No, because then these will unclip. Maybe it goes like way up. No, that's not really it either. So it's a gap. And what's really insane to me is that that gap, is visible on the official photos. In fact, that gap is in the instructions. If I turn to this page, in their thing, there's a gap. So it's not like a mistake. Obviously, Lego knew there was going to be all these gaps, but that's not really great for me. I'm not a big fan of that. There is some function here besides these two moving hatches. These cannons move up and down. They also have I don't know what these are called, not stud shooters, but the kind of spring-loaded, well, did I put them on backwards? I may have. They are the spring-load, I did, so I will have to switch those around. The spring-loaded things that shoot this thing. And that's okay. Did I put them in backwards? Oh no, they can go in either way. That's fine. And so that's fun to play with, I guess. I don't typically put those anywhere except for in my extra parts bin. You could conceivably store that, like have this on display in there. These are silver, metallic silver. This opens, you could sit people in there. There's nothing in there, so I don't know what they would be doing. Just sitting, I suppose. Fine. There is these wheels online, and I think on the box. So those are described as cool hover something or other. So when it's on the ground, there is a gap. It is hovering. I would say it's rolling, but that is nice. I mean, I think from certain angles, that little bit of space, that little bit of gap, and they've even kind of made it so the brown is a little wider than the black, which is a plate lower, so that it really gives off the impression of it being off of the ground. From this angle, you can't really see that, but fine. I mean, hover thing, cool. Perhaps kids like that. I don't know. These back ones are visible, so if you take any hard look at this, you'd see those, and maybe those should be placed a little differently to truly hide them, I would say. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think that's a good choice, and no really complaints from me. So for the wheels, all in all, this set was $40. 262 pieces for $40. This was one that I was like the Obi-Wan Starfighter. Actually, these have very similar color schemes, so let me grab them. They're almost the same color scheme and same, emblem. Fine. They can sit next to each other, look great. Fine. The stickers are similar. There's a lot that it seems like these do fit well together, and I'm grateful for that. I like that they match. Well, this one has 20 more pieces than this one, and was $10 cheaper. This is wider, bigger pieces, more figures, which the figures might be a substantial part of how this is priced, and that's fine. I think these figures are good as well. They're not. They're well done figures. I don't know if they're exclusive or not, although I have a feeling these ones with the purple or the blue are. This Mace Windu with the arm printing may be. I don't know. I'd hope so, for, you know, the premium that I paid for this. I was told by somebody who knows a lot about Star Wars and knows a lot about Lego that this was sort of a must buy. And that was somebody that I trust. I trust their opinion on these sorts of things. So I told them why I was kind of on this one. Didn't seem for me. And they said, oh, you're going to want it. You're going to want that one. And I can't say that I agree. This is a little disappointing to me as well. I really liked putting together the bottom. Did not like how this all came together. Do not like the gaps. There's some things in here that I really, really am bummed out by. And I think it's too overpriced. I mean, this should maybe be $30, and Obi-Wan Starfighter should be maybe $25. And I get that maybe they wouldn't include all these minifigures. I don't think this is a set that people would use for, you know, like battalion building or army building or whatever, because it's just 2 droids. But I mean, maybe for these special clones, that could be clone commander and special clones. So maybe it's got value for that people want to get this. I don't really care about that. So this doesn't have a ton of value for me necessarily. Certainly not $40. Same with the Obi-Wan Starfighter. I like building Lego. I like talking about them. This is not a set that I can particularly recommend. I think it's interesting that it's, I think, not from a movie. I think the minifigures are good. You know, it looks okay at a glance, but on closer inspection, to me, all the gaps and stuff really diminish its potential. So I am not thrilled about this, but that's okay. So maybe there's some people out there that do like it, and I hope there are. If you like this video, consider giving it a like. And if you enjoy my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego builds and reviews I'll be doing in the future. And hopefully there'll be a lot of better ones. But I'm just giving my honest feedback, honest reviews, my honest opinions, and they're not always positive, and that's okay. So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.